This mysterious and tragic episode contains adult language, mature situations, horrific well-paying occupations, serial killers with a unique MO, traumatized main characters, mysterious elements, and psychological disorders. Listener discretion is advised. Episode 294. Get cash now for cleaning murder scenes! Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Spiraken Manga Review, some podcasts and varying reviews about connectly enhanced narratives. This is your host Zan, saying konnichiwa, aloha, bonjourno, and what's up? And I should not be sounding so excited because of the manga topic we're talking about today, but I'm trying to be up and happy because we're at episode 294. We're almost at episode 300. We're almost there. And there's going to be much rejoicing when we're done. But I digress. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Spiraken is a podcast that provides informative reviews about connectly enhanced narratives. Every episode, I'll talk about one or two manga titles and tell you the pros and cons about it. How the art style is, the characters are, the plot, and if it's worth investing your time in or not. And you don't have to agree with anything that I say, but I try to be informative, educational, entertaining, and most importantly, impartial. Now, if you want to hear any of the other episodes we talk about, you can check them out at www.spiraken.com. That's Spiraken. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Apple Music, Spotify, Player.fm, Stitcher, YouTube, and several other social media sites, which you can check out online. And more importantly than that, if you want to do something awesome and email me if you have a question, you can check me out at Zan, that's Xan, at Spiraken.com. So with that in mind, let's get in with the review of the episode, because this is a doozy, I've got to tell you. Because this is a very unique and dark series. Now, if you remember from the last episode, I spun that one that only the Wheel of Manga, and it dictated on to be reviewing a manga that was written by Nakagawa Kaiji in 2017 for Shueisha. This has not been picked up yet, and it's 4 volumes long, but here's the crazy part. The demographic for this is shonen. Now, when I tell you the concept of this manga and the basic premise, remember, this is a shonen manga. This isn't a seinen manga. This is a shonen manga, so what the fuck? And this is a drama, mystery, psychological horror series. And the name is Root End. This is the story of Taji Haruno, a young man who, when he was a child, he walked in on his mother hanging herself, and she died. So because he's psychologically disturbed and scarred from seeing his mother dying, there wasn't much he could do. So he ended up getting a job at the special cleaning company ON, where he was hired by manager Tachibana Koji, who thought that he would have washed out immediately because of this job. Now, you're probably wondering, what's so weird about him working at a special cleaning service? Well, I'll tell you, this is a crime scene cleaning service, so he is paid to go to horrible places which have been ruined because people have been shot or murdered or disemboweled, and he has to clean up after them. So he has to clean up body parts, dismemberment, blood, guts, stool, anything, and he's actually really good at it. He's been chosen to be the successor for this company, so once his boss dies, he gets the whole company. Pretty crazy. And he works with 2 other people. You have Yanazame and Katon. Now, they are in a weird relationship because they both work there. They're good. They're in a partnership because Katon, his entire family died, and he is just really depressed about it, and he can't get it up. And Yanazawa is a girl who she's not able to have kids. And their thing is they deal with seeing dead bodies in a very twisted and unique way. When they go into a crime scene, they see it, and Katon, the ED goes away, so he gets a big, hard stiffy. And as you can guess, they end up banging in a room with a dead body, because that's their way to cope with seeing a dead body. And as I said earlier, this is a fucking shonen manga. So what the fuck? Now, if it was just about these sick individuals, I would be like, this is fucking trash. Take it to a priest, purify it, and burn it. However, that's not what the story's about. These are just the sick characters that have to deal with this. Because while all this is going on, there's been an individual who has been killing people and leaving the word end made of their body parts in the same order. Their head is part of the E, their legs are part of the D, their arms make the N. It's a very sick and twisted concept. and he has been killing people systematically for several months. Now, they found 4 bodies so far, and it turns out that another body is eventually found. And the body that they find is Koji Tachibana, the manager and owner of Special Cleaning Company Aon. So, who's the first suspect? Well, Haruno, until Haruno gets attacked by this sociopathic guy known as End, who is kind of frustrated with him, and now becomes a cat and mouse game where Haruno, even though he's kind of fucked up in the head, is going to try and catch End. Why? Well, he wants to get revenge for his boss, but also he has some unfinished business with this man. Now, on the side of the police force, you have a detective whose name is Akina Igarashi. Now, she has her own reason for going after End. Her twin brother was murdered by End. He was one of the first victims. Now, he is going to be chasing after this guy, but there's some weird things going on. Maybe she sees her brother still alive. Ooh. Oh, also, I did forget to say that the reason why Haruno is a suspect also is because his apartment, room 303, was the scene of the second murder. He ends up going to this huge apartment. He got this apartment because it was a murder scene, and they dropped the rates severely. So it's actually kind of practical in a sick sort of way. So this focuses on cleaning corpses in this very mysterious mystery, and how Haruno ends up working with the police to solve this crime and maybe get vengeance. Now, I'm not going to say any more like most crime series because there is a lot of twists and turns and things that can spoil. There are characters who appear who are actually MacGuffins, that they are actually red herrings. You think that they're the murderer, but it turns out they're not the murderer. There are other characters who show up that they are just there for sick and twisted reasons. There are some things which you see which are like, what the fuck? Why are you doing that? And it's really twisted and really fucking dark. Now, it is a short series that's 4 volumes long, and that's actually a good thing because this mystery I could not see running very far, which is a good thing. It's a short, quick, simple, who done it, we're going to find out who did it, and that's going to be the end of it, which is good. However, this is a fucking twisted manga. As I said, this is a shonen manga. This isn't even a seinen manga. If it was a seinen manga, I'd be like, okay, these are twisted fucking individuals. This is like Homunculus, which is a great manga we talked about, and we could talk about how fucked up that was. But it's not. It's for kids, and this should not be for kids. You don't need to see how to disembowel a person's head. You don't. This is even Kurosaki Corpse Delivery Service, which is really fucked up. There are some disturbing, twisted things. Is not as twisted as this one. This has some really twisted fucking things. And the worst thing is, it's not supernatural. It's more just the guy End is a sick fuck. So, because of that reason, I do have to drop some points off of this. So, on the one hand, I could give this a borrow from a friend and don't return unless offered Pocky, but it's also not released in the United States. I don't think it ever will be released in the United States because it is a sick fucking premise. If they made it into a TV show, that would be actually kind of premising a live-action show based on this. But that's not neither here nor there. That's not going to save this manga. So, because of the few diverse and unique things, it does bump it up a little bit, but because of all the bad in this manga, I'm going to have to give this a typical reading material at a local correction facility or psychiatric institute. It is batshit crazy, and it is kind of fucked up. I don't want to read where this goes. It's not compelling like some of the other horror series I've read. It's not like Mail or MPD Psycho, or it's just sick to be sick. And while I do want to see how it ends, it's because of a sick curiosity. It's not because of it's a good story. And the art style is generic. It is very generic. Yeah, I'm done with this one. I can't even, it's just, yeah. So, if you disagree with me, if you've read this manga, if you've even found this manga, let me know. Zan@Spiraken.com. Tell me what I'm missing. But with that in mind, let's get to the part that will make me feel a lot better and not as stressed out. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga! Yes, friends, the Wheel of Manga, except no substitute. What is the Wheel of Manga? The Wheel of Manga is a Wheel of Fortune with 10 slots on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the Wheel of Manga, And whatever number it lands on, there is a manga title connected to it. So that number, that manga, is what I'm reviewing in the next episode, episode 295, and we are 5 away from episode 300. So I am excited and so giddy. And also, we will actually be in May, and that means we are 15 days away from episode 300, our 10-year anniversary, which I am so excited for because, well, 10 years I've been doing this, and I'm not going to stop. I am not going to give up. So with that in mind, let's spin and see what we're reviewing the next episode of the Spiraken Manga review, shall we? Number 1. So, wow. Okay, that is awesome. So, in the next episode of the Spiraken Manga review, I'm going to be reviewing one of the most famous mangas of all time, specifically a manga that was written by one of the greatest anime film directors of all time, and I'm talking about Hayao Miyazaki, and I'm talking about his manga series, which was made into a great film, Kaze no Tane no Nausicaa, or Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. I am excited. So that's going to cheer me up greatly. So with that in mind, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys had a great time. I hope you guys realized I was stressed out because of this stupid manga, and I hope you can forgive me for being so venomous and evil on it. I do apologize. So with that in mind, that's it for this episode. This is your host, Zan. I'm gone, Phil.